Welcome to our weekly Seton Stories Fridays. Today's our last one, though, till September. So we're really excited to have everyone here. How many readers?
We have 5 readers.
Okay, great. So I'm sorry for the delay. Let's get started. But it is our last, Seton Stories. Hopefully the fall we'll be able to be outside or be in the building. We're really looking forward to that. So today I think some of the stories are going to be, because it's May, we're trying to honor the culture of Asian Americans and have some stories that relate to the culture and the people. And there's some really wonderful storybooks that I gave to Amanda to read. So I hope somebody picked those out. Yes. Okay.
Are we good? Yes, we did. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so I'm going first, and I'm reading A Big Mooncake for Little Star. A mooncake is a special dessert that Chinese families will make and eat during this festival that celebrates the moon. So we chose this book for this month. So it is written by Grace Lynn and published by Little Brown and Company. So thank you for letting me read this. So we see the mom is already pulling out this big cake. Little Star's mama laid the big mooncake onto the night sky to cool. Now, Little Star, Mama said, your mooncake took us a long time to bake, so let's see if you can make it last a while. Can you remember not to touch this big mooncake until I tell you to? Yes, Mama, Little Star said, nodding. That looks like a big cake. She's hanging it up in the sky. And Little Star remembered as she brushed her teeth, there she is, washed her face, snuggled into bed, and fell asleep. Do you think she's going to touch the big mooncake? But in the middle of the night, Little Star woke up. What do you think she's thinking about? She forgot everything her mama had said and only remembered the big mooncake. Oh my goodness. Looks like a good cake. Pat, pat, pat. Little Star's soft feet tiptoed to the big mooncake. There she goes, running. Would her mama notice if she took a tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. Yum. Can you see the tiny, tiny nibble she took? Right there. Was someone coming? Little Star flew back to bed. Run, run, run. Can't let Mama know. The next night, Little Star remembered the big mooncake again. That one bite had been so sweet and tasty. Was the cake still there? Uh-oh, Little Star. Yes, it was. Look how beautiful it looks, just like the moon. There was that big mooncake, an almost perfect circle, all alone and delicious in the sky. Would her mama notice if she took another tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. One more tiny little nibble. Yum! Little Star flew back to bed. Can you see a tiny nibble? I actually don't really see one. Maybe it doesn't look like a perfect circle, but I can't really tell. And the next night, what do you think Little Star remembered? The big mooncake, of course. Would Mama notice if she took another tiny nibble? Little Star didn't think so. Uh-oh. You can see right here. You can see it's not. She's starting to eat it more obviously, huh? Yum. And the night after that, what did Little Star do? Oh no, nibble, nibble, yum. Look at that. You can totally tell she's eating the cake now. Night after night, Little Star took tiny nibble after tiny nibble of the big moon cake. What does this remind you of? It's called the phases of the moon. Sometimes the moon is all big, like a circle. That's called a full moon. And then it gets down to a little sliver like a crescent moon. Wow. That's how she's eating the cake. Until one night, Little Star's mama went to look for the big moon cake. Where was it? It was gone. Instead of a glowing round cake, there was just a trail of twinkling crumbs. Uh-oh. Where'd the cake go? Little Star, her mama said, shaking her head even though her mouth was curving. You ate the big moon cake again, didn't you? Little Star looked up, her grin reflecting her mama's smile. Oh no. Yes, Mama, Little Star said, nodding. Now, let's go make another one. The end.
Hello, today I'm going to be reading Rapunzel by Bethan Wolvin. Rapunzel lived all alone in a tall, dark tower. She was trapped there by a witch who visited every day. There's Rapunzel all the way up in this tower. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, the witch would call. And then up Rapunzel's hair she climbed, because that was the only way into the tower. And there's the witch. Every day, the witch brushed Rapunzel's hair. Swish, swish, then snip, snip, she stole some golden locks to sell for riches. As she left with her treasure, the witch always cackled. You can never escape, Rapunzel. Leave the tower, and I will put a terrible curse on you. It looks like she said she'd make Rapunzel into a frog if she leaves the tower. But was Rapunzel frightened? Oh no, not she. If the witch could use her hair to get in, Rapunzel could use it to get out. So one day she did. So it looks like she made her hair into a ladder so she can get down the tower, just like the witch. After climbing down from the tower, Rapunzel pulled her hair free and looked around. Then she started to explore. The idea of returning to the tower made her sad. It's a shame about that witch, she thought. And here she is reading a book called How to Defeat Witches. Maybe she might escape forever. So Rapunzel made a plan. She worked on it secretly every day. And with the help of a new friend from the forest, she was always safely back in the tower before the witch came. So her new friend is a little horse who's helping her get back in time. The witch never suspected a thing until one day, she saw the leaf in Rapunzel's hair. Rapunzel! But was Rapunzel frightened? Oh no, not she. The wind must have blown that into the window, she said. Well, remember, snarled the witch, if I ever catch you leaving the tower, I will put a terrible curse on you. And with that, she took hold of the end of Rapunzel's hair and climbed out the window. The witch looked very mad. But the witch didn't get far. Snip, snip. There she cut her own hair. Rapunzel climbed out of the tower for the last time, and she never worried about the witch's curse again. And there's the little witch feet fell from the tower. But were the witches frightened? Oh, yes, indeed. And that's the end. You can see Rapunzel chasing after all the witches. All the witches are right there.
All right, I'm next. I will be reading The Curious Cares of Bears. Oops, let me take off my background so everyone can see. Give me 1 second. There we go. The Curious Cares of Bears by Douglas Florian, courtesy of Little Bee Books. The Curious Cares of Bears. The cares of bears are curious indeed, as you will discover if you care to read. In springtime, there's carefully climbing up trees and stealing the honey from beehives of bees. Ooh. There's chasing and racing for hours, stopping from time to time just to smell the flowers. Of course, there is horsing around with each other, teasing your sister or wrestling with your brother. Playing. In summer, they're swimming inside of a creek, playing jump rope or perhaps hide and seek. Do you like jump rope or hide and seek? When relatives visit, you'll see big bear hugs and feastings on berries, beetles, and bugs. So lots going on here, but this is like a table of food. There's some honey, there's some acorns and nuts, and some berries over here. And all the bears are on the bottom. Then partying heartily, dancing all night, howling and growling until morning light. According to legend, bears care to go hiking 55 miles or more, then mountain biking. Whoa. On hazy hot days, there's lazing in lakes, and leaving the water, there are great big bear shakes. Whoa. Shaking all the water off. In autumn, there's playing in leaves all day long, then building a campfire and sharing a song. When winter winds blow, they go in a den where deeply they sleep till the springtime, and then they slowly emerge as the frozen grounds thaw and start to explore the wild world with awe. The end.
Okay, so I'm going next. I'm going to be reading Happy Belly, Happy Smile by Rachel Isadora. Published by Houghton Mifflin Harcourt. All right. Friday is my favorite day. On Fridays, I have dinner with Grandpa Sam. He owns a restaurant in Chinatown. There's a big fish tank in the window, and everyone stops to look. See, look at all the fish. They're all very colorful. Hi, Louie, says Dan the waiter when we come in. Everyone is very busy eating. In the kitchen, I say hello to Chef Ben. There is so much steam, I can hardly see him. Hi, Louie, is that you, he says. David is busy rolling egg rolls. Liang is peeling shrimp. I like to watch Chef Lee chop vegetables. His hands move so fast. Suddenly, Jai rushes in. Delivery pickup. He takes the bags and puts them on his bicycle and then rides away. He even delivers in the pouring rain, Liang says. Where are the spare ribs for table 8? Calls Dan from the door. They're on their way, another waiter shouts back. Time to eat, Grandpa Sam says. I'm hungry. Me too, I say. We sit at a table under the paper dragon, which Grandpa says brings good luck. I see my friend. Hey, Franklin, I say. This is my favorite food, he tells me. Cool, I say. Me too. My grandpa and I eat with chopsticks, but most of the time at home I use a fork and knife and spoon. The waiter brings a big bowl of rice. He brings steamed dumplings, egg rolls, and shrimp chow mein, my favorite. Grandpa orders a fish. No thank you, Grandpa. The waiter brings crabs. I don't think so. Would you eat those? I would. At the end of dinner, Grandpa gives me a fortune cookie. I open it up and Grandpa reads, "Happy food, happy belly, happy smile." Then the waiter puts a dish of orange slices on the table. I go over to Franklin and he turns around. Grandpa laughs. Now that's what I call a happy smile. The end.
Do we have one more reader?
Yes. So,
Okay.
hi, my name is Taya, and I will be reading Unlovable by Dan Yacarino. Alfred was unlovable. Aw, Alfred looks so sad. At least that's what the cat told him every chance he got. You've got the ugliest mug I've ever seen. No one could love you. Alfred tried his best to ignore the remarks, but it was difficult, especially because the cat had taught the parrot to say, "Unlovable, squawk, unlovable," whenever Alfred walked by. The goldfish gurgled in agreement. Aw, that's not nice. But what was it that made him so unlovable? His snoring? The way he ate? His curly little tail? None of the neighborhood dogs would have a thing to do with him. His mouth is too small to hold a ball, a big German shepherd sneered. His legs are way too short for running, snickered a greyhound. A pampered poodle chuckled. Did you see that face? Beat it, shrimp, growled a Doberman. You couldn't even scare a mailman. Oh no. Alfred didn't like staying in the house since the cat was always making fun of him. The parrot was always squawking unlovable, and the goldfish was always gurgling in agreement. So Alfred spent most of his time alone in the backyard. One day, a new family moved next door. Alfred tried to see if they had a dog who might be his friend, but he was too little to look over the fence. Oh no. As he was sniffing around, he heard something on the other side. What could it be? Hello? Alfred called. Hi, called the answer. I'm Rex. I just moved in. My name is Alfred. And without thinking, he blurted out, I'm a golden retriever. Glad to meet you, Rex replied. Alfred and Rex talked for hours. Alfred said he liked sleeping in the sun, dog food, and scratching. Rex did too. Rex said he hated baths and going to the vet. Alfred did too. It began to get dark. Soon it was time for dinner, and they both went inside. That night, Alfred thought about how much he liked Rex and how much they had in common. Then he thought about the fib he had told. Alfred was sure they'd be friends, as long as Rex never saw how unlovable he was. The next day, when Alfred and Rex were chatting, a squirrel jumped onto the fence between them. They both barked at it. The squirrel took one look at Alfred and climbed up a tree. Rex said, "You sure showed that squirrel who's boss, Alfred." But Alfred was thinking, if Rex ever sees me, he'll run away too. "Dig a hole under the fence," Rex said one day. "Then I can squeeze through to your side and we can meet." Alfred heard Rex digging, and when he heard Rex wiggle under the fence, he ran and hid behind a bush. Then he heard Rex call, "Alfred, where are you?" Suddenly, Rex poked his head into the bush where Alfred was hiding. They look alike. You look just like me, gasped Alfred. "Wow, this is great," said Rex. "You're not a golden retriever at all." Alfred had to laugh. Who cared what the others said? Rex was his friend, and Rex liked him just the way he was. Together, Alfred and Rex ran, they jumped, they played, and Alfred never felt unlovable again. The end.
Well, okay. I think that's goodbye, huh? I hope you all have a good summer. It's been really a pleasure having Seton Stories. And I know some of you will probably be moving on to, I don't know, is anybody graduating? But if not, please come back because you've been a really great group, probably one of the best we've had in years. So have a good weekend. Good luck with the rest of the semester and stop by if you want to. We'll be here. Okay. Hello.